What's up, guys? I'm back. Can everybody hear me okay? I just got busy. Life's been busy. Lots of stuff going on with work and my house and the wife. So I haven't had time to dedicate to streaming or content or anything like that, but I wanted to get a stream in tonight. I should have a couple new play breakdown videos that I'll throw out this week, and then I'll try to get back on a regular schedule for some actual content. Yeah. I mean, of course, I can't let the top 10 head-to-head go to waste. I got to keep that up at all times. New season starts tonight, so I got to try to reclaim my throne again. Sincere, he didn't give up. He's still working at it. I think he had a moment this season where he just needed to take a break, and sometimes we all need that. But he'll definitely still be a contender for the rest of the year. I don't think he's given up at all. As far as like the elite head-to-head rewards, I have no idea what the cutoff's going to be. I honestly haven't even paid attention to it, so I have no idea what the cutoff is. Yeah, I updated the stream, or no, I'm sorry, I updated the team. During Most Feared, I spent a lot of time training and updating. So I've got my team to a point now where hopefully I won't need to do much upgrading for a while. So I'm hoping that it is going to be pretty set in stone. I mean, at Thanksgiving, there's going to be masters and stuff that come out, but Sammy, I think I will stream. I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight. I'm going to stream until I get tired. You know, I might just keep streaming once the season resets. I don't know. We'll see. Play it by ear. How have I not gotten Master Brady? I'm real. Well, that was a bad throw. I'm real close to Master Brady. But I need to do like 3 more seasons, and that's just boring. So I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna finish him. – 24-hour stream. I don't know if I have the stamina for that. My go-to play in League v League, probably Trips Corner Strike. Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest play to score in 1 touchdown, so I usually call that. What's going on here? I'm not paying attention. What kind of plays do I have? Spread FL drag, I think, maybe. Yeah, I like Cunningham a lot. He's been good. Yeah, he's expensive to train for sure. I had to dump like a maxed out signature Russell Wilson in him, and it barely got him over 100, I think. So he's a pain in the ass for sure. Do I lay down or sit? Depends on how lazy I'm feeling that day. What's up, guys? That's actually, Luke, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, sorry, hold on. I'll move the dogs. I know that they're in the background. They are like chewing the fuck out of a bone right now. All right. Well, my training method up until the they limited the pro packs was just to rip a crap ton of pro packs and use most of the players in those to train my team and sell off the expensive ones. But I don't have a method now. It's going to be impossible to train stuff. What's up, guys? Yeah, I think I'm like 3 seasons away for sure. I just can't. Seasons are so boring. It's really hard. I try to do like 1 game a day, and that's hard for me. So, eventually I'll get there. Oops, it should have been flipped. Yeah, in season, my strategy has just been to like kneel 3 times and then run the ball. I think I can like take out an entire half on 1 drive, and then they get the ball back and I stop them, and then I score on the very last drive. That's been my strategy, but it's still super, super boring. Yeah, I mean, Brady is just as insane to train up as any other legend player is. I shouldn't have thrown that. But he's not slow. I think he trains up over 99 speed, fairly certain. So, I mean, he's just as fast as any other player. But yeah, I don't think I don't know that I'm gonna dump training points into Brady. I mean, I'll get him for sure, but I just don't think that I'm gonna pull the trigger on training him right away, since you can't reuse those training points later on. I'm gonna wait out and see what other quarterbacks we might get in the future. Yeah, I've seen quite a few 120 overall Brady's, and it's crazy. I'm like, what in the world were people spending to get him there? That's insane. What's up, the Beast? Is is the quality going out? Oh no, there it comes back. Okay, I see. .107 speed. Yeah, that's crazy for Tom Brady. And I think that the well, that guy came in way faster than I thought he would. I think that the new stacked players that they were hinting at, the super stacked players, there's like a Matt Ryan, he's got like 80, like over 85 base speed, so he actually might not be too bad. I'm trying to build a Falcons legacy team on one of my alternate accounts, so I'm going to try to pick up those guys if I can. Yeah, I saw Sincere join Knockout Kings, man. Good for him. I know he was looking for a new league, and he had asked me some of my advice on that, so I'm glad he found a home. I like Greg Olsen. He's been really solid for me, but he is slightly slower maxed out than I'd like him to be, but everything else about him is really good. So at the end of the day, there's not anybody else I'd want other than Tony Gonzalez, and I wasn't willing to spend. I mean, not only was I not willing to spend the kind of coin it took to get Tony Gonzalez, I didn't have the coin to spend to get Tony Gonzalez. I didn't have 99 million coins. So, yeah, I don't think that... I think I'll wait till we get another one. But I'm kind of bummed about it because Tony Gonzalez is one of my favorite players, so... No. Color Rush Kelsey, no way. I had him, and I hated him. He was not... I just didn't like him. I know some people have had success with him, but he dropped a ton of passes for me. And Olsen has been the most consistent. I've had Color Rush Gronk, Color Rush Kelsey, I had Jordan Reed. Trying to think about anybody else. But for sure, Olsen's been the most consistent. I heard people talking that Eric Ebron was pretty good. I never picked him up when the Color Rush promo was going on, but I mean, at that time I had tried out Gronk and Kelsey already, and I just made the move on Olsen, and I have really no reason to switch from him. So I mean, he's been doing fine for me. I had turned him into Hunter Henry, actually, yeah. I never trained him. I just had him. I had like the base 87, but he had something like 67 route running base or something like that. I can't remember what it was. It was some terrible stat, and I just I didn't think that he was gonna be any good. I think a lot of players drop a lot of passes this year. I think it's just part of the game. But I have noticed that there are players that don't drop as much. But, you know, when I had Color Rush Gronk, I felt like he dropped an inordinate amount of passes on plays like that one that I just ran, quick slants, and what was that? Spread FL drag, stuff where he was like wide open, and he just kept stone-handing things, and I just got mad and like rage trained him into other players at one point. No, I didn't get banned. I'm not spinning right now. I've got a ton of matchups preloaded, so I'm not going to spin any until I can finish out some of these first. I mean, they could have banned anyone. From what I've heard, it didn't really have any rhyme or reason. You know, from what I've seen, you know, there wasn't a lot of continuity between the people that they banned. The most consistent rumor that I heard was the people that had bought the most Madden Cash, or people that had bought a lot of Madden Cash, didn't get banned. But I also heard conflicting stories about that as well. So I don't know. It seemed pretty random. And I heard it was something like 50,000 people that got banned. So who knows what the criteria was. Sammy, I think that the ones you spin now will carry over. If I remember correctly, I'm trying to think back to previous season resets, and honestly, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that it carries over. I don't know why it wouldn't. It wouldn't make sense to have you like forfeit those matches or whatever it is. So. Yeah, I don't know about that story about the people buying the $150 coin or 150 coin gold players. I heard somebody posted about that, but there was never any proof that that's actually what happened. So I don't know about that story. I'm skeptical of that being the reason, but it's possible EA just used any reason that they could come up with to justify the bans. I don't know. I have no clue. All right, Green Monster, take it easy, man. Yeah, it is about time I came back for sure. Packers, no, man. It's not worth it. Whoa, I did not mean to throw it to Olsen, but I got lucky there. Any new plays? I mean, there's not any super new plays that I'm using. I'm gonna do a play breakdown for trips, tight end, wide receiver, corner, because I have been using it a little bit more frequently in head-to-head. And there was a point in time where I was using it like trips, corner, strike at the start of the year. And I've moved away from that now, but I like a few of the routes on it. Yeah, I do have a high overall, but I mean, I don't even want to admit how much Madden cash I've bought, but it's not a small amount by any means. Oh, that was bad. Shouldn't have thrown that. Who doesn't love the Office? Why would you not like The Office? Our toughest match, I'm trying to remember, we played a team that was in the top 100. They weren't very high. They were like, I don't know, high. They were over 50, I think. I'm trying to remember who it was. Either way, they played us super close. I think it was like a 1-point match. So we played really sloppy in that match, and they played really well. And so it ended up being a lot closer than it needed to be. But that was definitely our closest match. Yeah, we definitely won by just 1 point. I still am testing out coaches. I've been talking with some EA reps and some people connected with EA a little bit further about the coaches. So I'm doing some further testing on it, but I am still not convinced that the coverage type coaches like Tomlin and Pete Carroll and Pagano and Del Rio, I don't think they work. So I think I need a little bit more testing, but as a whole, the coaching system needs a lot of work. It's not working how it was intended to work. So there are definite improvements that are needed there. I'm playing on a iPhone 6s, I think. It's either a 6 or a 6s. It's definitely not a 7 or an 8 or anything like that. I'm considering getting the 8 though. Bo looks slow as hell. He gets the job done. I actually I've gone back to Bo at halfback and moved Walker to fullback. I just didn't feel like Walker was breaking enough tackles. He's got amazing juke stats, but he just gets blown up a lot of the time, and it's been hurting my 2-point conversion percentage. So I've gone back to Bo because he was pretty solid for me. No, MVP Ballers is not associated with Systematic Front. They were last year, but they are not any longer. Oh. All right, 3rd and 27. That's good. Pretty solid start to this drive. I'm going to get blown up by this guy. Jesus, he's fast. Oh, man. All right, so where are we at? What plays do we have available? What did I call? I guess let's try trip stat and wide receiver corner. Oh, it's countered. That's not good. We don't really have a throw. We're just going to throw it to Fitzgerald. See if he catches it. Wow, that was lucky. Oh, man. Packers, we're definitely not associated with MVP Ballers. So I don't know why you think that, but we're definitely not. I can say that with 100% certainty. I know a lot of the guys in MVP Ballers, like Risky Business and Alfredo, but they're not part of our league format or anything like that anymore. Yeah, I've heard Alfredo is part of Hunt Leagues. I'm aware of that. But Alfredo's not associated with Systematic Front. He's just a player that I happen to know. What's up, man? I've just been busy. Life, things going on. I just haven't had the time to dedicate to this what I wanted to, but I should have a lot of time this month, so I'm going to be knocking out some play breakdown videos this week, hoping to get 2 out, and then should have some more consistent content coming out after that. All right, Packers. You need to slow your roll in here, man. You're getting a little too hostile for me. So either calm down or you're welcome to leave. No, we haven't played Flamenco yet this year. I think we played them last year a couple times. It automatically deleted his message when I put him in timeout, so he has to sit in the corner for 300 seconds. I don't know if we'll go undefeated or not. I think, you know, there's lots of good leagues out there. I think, you know, any of the top leagues can beat any of the other ones on any given day. All you really need is some bad shit to go against you, and you make mistakes against a top league, or you get a bad fumble, or it could be all sorts of stuff that goes on. Yeah, I've got friends in Flamenco, and I've got friends in lots of top leagues. I don't think we have the numbers to play KOK. What's systematic front at right now? Like 16 or 17? I don't know. Something like that. Do I think I'm the best? I don't know that I'm the best. I definitely play probably more than most people do. I would consider myself one of the best, but I don't know that I would claim to be better than everyone. I think there's a lot of good players out there. No, my banner just says that I'm the #1 player in the world, which I am. There's only one person with the #1 ranking, and that's me. But I never said I was the best. For the super win, it doesn't matter if it's a lob or a bullet. It just needs to be a throw. You just have to get lucky, I think, with the super win. I mean, obviously, I think catching traffic is the primary stat that matters for a super win. So if you have players with very high catch in traffic, then you are going to see a lot more super wins than players that have low ratings in that stat. I want to say that spectacular catch might factor in as well, but I don't know. It's hard to test that kind of stuff. Ugh. Yeah, you're back. So just calm down a little bit. We'll be cool. Just got blown up on that play. No Man's Land. There are some times when it's countered where it is easier, yes, but not always. There are times where when it's countered, the defensive end or the defensive tackle just comes right through and blows you up. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. But I'm not very good at the whatever that what's that play? Bunch spacing. I think some people run bunch spacing instead, but I can't do that. I'm not very good at that. So halfback toss is pretty much my only option. I am definitely not associated with EA at all. I reported bugs to them when I find them, which any player can do. So there's nothing special about that. Yeah, what's up, Red Dog? Questions. What is a good play to use that won't like be countered? For this tournament, I mean, obviously fullback flare, but I feel like I've already told people about that play. You know, halfback toss is going to be a big one. You know, the nice thing about fullback flare and halfback toss is even if they're countered, they're still viable. It's not 100%, but you still got a chance to get it. So I think they're still going to be great plays for the tournament, even if people have them countered. Spread FL drag, tight end quick slants, even bunch flanker drive is going to be actually a really good play for this because you should have scramble available since it's just one play per drive. So pretty much anything, I mean, even something like trips corner strike might be good because there's a lot of plays that set up where they're going to have room for you to scramble with your QB. What was I doing? I was doing something. Not good. Let's try a run. That was a bad truck. All right, where are we at? Let's try a bunch flanker. Just scramble. Empty shallow cross. Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike that play. I just don't really like it that much. It's not terrible by any means, but against a counter, it's not great. So, I mean, there's definitely better plays available. I wouldn't use that unless I felt like I was being maybe live countered, or yeah, if I didn't really have any other plays available. I mean, there's not a lot of situations where I could see myself using that play consistently. It's just not for me. All right, what's our countdown till the reset? We got 2 hours? Is that it? No, 1 hour. Different time zone. $60 accounts? That's ridiculous. I tried. I think I had like 4 or 5 accounts at the start of the season, and this season there's just too much going on. There's no way I could keep up with it. I just have the one account now. I have an alt, but it's just poorly neglected at this point. Yeah, there's no way I would be able to keep up with that many accounts. That'd drive me nuts. Yeah, I think setting the blocks on tight end, wide receiver, corner is the hardest part of that play. It has a fairly large propensity for you to be sacked because some of the routes take quite a while to actually develop, and you can get caught in like a really bad position. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely the hardest part about that play. All right, where are we at here? I'm not even paying attention. It's already 4th down again. We can call quick slants. That might not be a bad idea. So, who do you guys think that they're going to release for the Thanksgiving promo? What kind of a pass was that? Yeah, I'm hoping for Megatron. That would be for sure my preference if we had a choice. Well, that was just terrible all around. Night Train Lane, yeah, we're needing one of his cards this year. He always has pretty ridiculous cards, so I'd be happy if we get a Night Train Lane. Another Fournette, yeah. Would surprise me. Come on, Moss. Yeah, there's gonna be just, what was it last year? Was it Kelsey that they had like 1 billion cards of last year? We're gonna have a similar situation for sure. Yo, what's up, Slay? Yeah, we already got a Mean Joe Green. I don't know why they would release another one. That would be kind of dumb. But then again, we do have all those Fournette cards, so anything could happen. Let's see. Gotta check what plays we have available here. Getting close. We can run quick slants first, and then we'll run bunch flanker if we have to. We won't need to. Tim Fugger. Yeah, they have done a lot of repetitive cards. I don't know why. I feel like they got a lot more rights to players this year. It seems like we've had. It seems like there's a ton more, but I don't know why they just keep rehashing the same players. So, you know, we're gonna have like 18 Leonard Fournettes and another 20 Jared Goffs by the end of the year. Yeah, Sean Taylor would be dope for sure. I would, I think that the players generally go crazy anytime that we get a Calvin Johnson or a Sean Taylor. Those guys always tend to be big money makers, so I doubt that they will release them on the same promo. I think that EA will probably spread them out to maximize profits. I don't see them wasting both of them in one promo. Yeah, man, I'm grinding tonight. So I have a couple videos I'm gonna release this week. They're gonna be 2 plate breakdowns, and then we're gonna get back to like a regular content upload schedule. So I've got a better handle on life and work and the wife, so I should have some free time to dedicate to this. Yeah, let's keep it civil in the chat. Ugh. She got blown up on that play. All right, I think I wasted my scramble too. What are we doing here? We have quick slants is open again, so it's been working for us. Let's go back to it. Not the most ideal coverage setup here, but let's throw it to Moss and see. Nope, that was bad. Take him out. Just Gronk breaking tackles from everybody. Oh, that was a save right there. Did I only score 8 points? I'm not even paying attention. All right, we got to focus here. Yeah, no, streaming and playing is not fun. I make so many mistakes. Have I updated my game plan? I mean, I've added a couple new pieces to my game plan for sure. But I think I've said in previous streams that I update my game plan probably multiple times throughout the day, depending on what's going on in our league versus league tournament and what head-to-head matches I have. So, you know, it's definitely something that I have enough game plan cards now where I just kind of put in what fits the situation. I don't have just one game plan that I run with ever. So it's kind of just an evolving situation. Yeah, I mean, game plan still matters to an extent. It's just, it's mostly, I use it to try to get into people's heads as much as I can. And it tends to throw people off of their normal game plan when their favorite plays get blocked. And I like to see how they respond to that, so. Oh, that was a first down. Let's try this one. I can't remember if I had scramble available, which I do. Oh, defensive end just destroyed me again. All right, where are we at? Just all sorts of terrible play on my part, isn't it? Yeah, we got bunch flanker, but we don't have scramble, so we're just gonna have to chance it. Yeah, it's not good. Not good. Come on, Julio. Pedo shit. What are you talking about? No, what I've been wanting to set up is with Arbuckle a little rivals match, because I think in our series right now we're almost to 100 games, and I want to say he is winning 45 to 44 right now. So we've been talking about getting a series together because I think he wants to get his YouTube channel up and running. So I think that would be a fun one. He's definitely one of the best players in the game. So I think that everybody would enjoy that little rival series with him. Yeah, for sure. Alright, let's pay attention again. This drive has just been the longest drive in history. Alright, we got bunch flanker drive. We can call that. Alright. We got a zone coverage. This should be an easy touchdown. What kind of a pass was that? Are you kidding me? Ugh, alright, this is countered. But, no, we couldn't get it off. Ugh. Alright. This is terrible. Just terrible. All right, we're scoring. We gotta score out here. I'm getting lazy here, so no more messing around. We got a job to do. Oh, that's what I'm missing. I'm missing my whiskey. I knew something was off. Whew. There we go. With all my mobile experience, what would I do to change about head-to-head gameplay? I mean, I feel like that they could put a lot more into head-to-head gameplay. You know, I'd like to see the ability to chat with people. For one, we have that ability in League versus League. I don't know why they don't have that in head-to-head. I'm sure there would be like a lot of complete shit that you'd have to navigate through, but at the end of the day, there's always lots of people that I want to talk to and say good game and kind of get their contact to talk to them a little bit more. So, you know, that's one thing I would like. The other thing is I would love to see the ability to recall film from previous games, since you almost never know what happens, what plays were called on you, what you got beat on if you finish second. So you have to finish, or no, rather you have to finish, if you finish first and they finish second, you never know what happened. Yeah, I think I wasn't playing then, but I had heard that back in Madden, maybe like 14 or 15, one of the first seasons of Madden Mobile, they had the ability to watch your opponent's drive. All the film was recorded, but I think it just was a huge strain on EA's servers, and so they had to take that functionality out. But that would be amazing if you could see what plays, like watch them actually make their plays. There's another game that a buddy of mine was playing. Gosh, what's it called? It's a golf game. I don't know the name of it, but in the game there is there's like a feature that whenever you have something good happen, it lets you record it. Like it gives you the option to save the video. Like it's always recording in the background or something, so it gives you the option to save the video of like a touchdown, or, you know, in that golf game it's like whatever good shot that they hit. But I thought that would be a cool idea. So, you know, that's something I'd like to see. It's not Maker's Mark. This was I'm drinking a gift from one of my wife's coworkers who I helped out. They bought me this whiskey. It's from Colorado. I don't know the name of it, but it's got kind of like a holiday hint to it. like maybe like a little bit of cinnamon in there. It's pretty good though. It's pretty tasty. It's not my Irish whiskey, but it's serviceable. John, I'm playing you. You better get in there and live counter, man. Don't make it easy on me. Yeah. Let's cut out all the drama about the coins and everything like that. Let's talk about the game or whatever you guys want to chat about, but let's not harp on the shit going on with coin selling and all that. It's my dog. He snuck back in. Hold on. My dog gets annoyed when I lock him out of the room. Well, it's two dogs, but yeah, they can't just chew their bone in the other room. They have to chew it right next to me. All right, Packers. You've got your last warning, man. Other than that, I'm gonna have to kick you out. So let's move away from the conversation and talk about something else. Yeah, John, I think yeah, I think your team, your defense just a little bit low. I've got a pretty big overall advantage, so you know, I'd probably game's handed me a little bit of luck here. There's that live counter. I'm not mad. I've already warned Packer once, so just letting him know. Sammy, the name Hey Steve Dave, it came from college. It was just like a stupid college nickname, so I had always used it as my gamer tag. So it's something I've had for, I don't know, how long has it been? 12 to 15 years, something. I don't know how long ago it was. It was a long time ago. I'm an old man. My fake blue cell? I don't know what that means. Call of Duty? No, I have not. I don't think I've ever played any of the Call of Duties before. I mean, I've probably like played them in passing in somebody's house, but I've never owned any. I did play Halo a lot in college, so that was probably the first person shooter that I I played the most of. I think I played a little bit of the first Battlefield as well. Battlefield? Battlefront? I don't know. Something like that. Halo, I played them all. Halo 1 through 3, maybe 4. I don't know. I don't remember when I stopped playing, but I think I played the most out of Halo 2 for sure. Halo 2 was like really big when I was in college. Oh, did it resize my screen? Damn it. There we go. All right, Packers. How many head-to-head do I play a day? I don't know. It depends on the day. There are days, usually at the start of the new head-to-head season, I grind pretty hard. So I would guess somewhere between 25 to 50 matches on a day that I'm trying to grind pretty hard. Sounds reasonable. Barry, you got a YouTube channel, man? I didn't even know. Yeah, I don't grind events really anymore on my main. You know, I'll hop on to do some of the events on my alternate account, but I'll only do events during promos for the most part now. It's just too much. It's too time consuming to try to grind events, so I don't have the patience for it. But if there's an event worth doing, I'll probably do it, but it just depends. Alright, what was I doing? I got sidetracked here. I already called that play. Okay, that's why. So I've thought about a couple things with the catches and the drops this season, and I've really tried to figure out like what's the cause for so many drops, and if there's a way to stop it. So I've got some theories, and it's just so hard to prove them. So, you know, it's one of those things where I feel like there's a time on each route where the receiver's icons light up, and I feel like it has to have something to do with the drops. And the plays that I see the most drops on are plays like spread FL drag, and where the tight end drops it. And so I've been trying to watch and see when the icon actually lights up and throw it to him then. And I've been seeing more success with the catches. But there are some throws, barely got away from that one. There are some throws in mainly like the flag routes in the game where the receiver's icon just doesn't light up, even if they're open or kind of open. So I don't know, but I feel like it has to have something to do with it. Yeah, Tybron, man, he's like the best investor I've ever seen. Him and Dubs, who's also in Systematic Front, they are both absolutely ridiculous at working the auction house. I've never seen two guys just create more coins than them. I think probably Tybron's a better investor, long-term investor, and I think that Dubs is probably the best auction house grinder I've ever seen. Yeah, last year, I think last year Dubs actually worked the auction house harder than he has been this year. It was to the point where any league versus league match we were in, there would be multiple people in there that would say something about him stealing their bids on like millions of different players that he was bidding on. It was hilarious. Yeah, I've seen other people that just grind the auction house hard. And back in, what was it? Back in Madden Mobile 16, I think, I grinded pretty hard. I would grind just gold players for, 1,000 coins here and there. And it was super tedious, but I didn't spend any money on Madden Cash then. And this year, the game started, and my eyes just saw all the players and all the things going on with the new game, and I dropped way too much money on Madden Cash early on. I had to reel it back, but I still spend probably every other day on Madden Cash. I told somebody the other day, when EA took away the item store, the Madden Cash item store, that's when they messed up, because I was buying items from the Madden Cash item store every day in the morning as soon as it refreshed. That was amazing. That was a gold mine for them. Yeah. Yeah, I think lots of people bid up dubs on the auction house to annoy him. I asked him one time about investing strategies last season because I was looking to make some extra coins, and his response was that he just instantly rebids anytime somebody tries to steal one of his bids. So he just will continuously monitor and rebid people instantly, infinitely. He just won't stop. Yeah, Sammy, man, you were too slow. And to be honest, I don't think I actually had that game plan yet. I have the double hitch spot, but I didn't have the smash spot combo yet. So I kind of needed that one. I already knew that was countered. What did I call it? So one of the play breakdowns I'm going to do is for trips tight end flanker spot. I feel like it's a pretty straightforward play, but it's pretty good. This is a zone coverage, and there's going to be either a deep zone or like a medium shallow zone. And if it's medium shallow, you can hit the flag route. If it's a deep zone, then you can hit the wide receiver 2 on his little flat route right there. If it's not zone, it's man, you can run with the quarterback for usually a pretty good gain. So, Fitzgerald just dropped that one, but it's still a good play, and I like running it as an alternative to bunch flanker drive when it's not available. And then the other play breakdown I'm going to do is this one, trips tight end wide receiver corner. I just feel like there's so many good routes to this play, and it has good options, but it just requires some good pocket movement and the ability to make some quick reads when you're working against man coverage. So there are some challenges to it, but I feel like it's a good play, and I didn't give it enough credit early on. And I've been coming back to it a little bit more often now, and it has a decent option versus a counter. It's not great, but it's not terrible by any means. So, I think it's a viable play for sure. Luke, flanker drive is amazing this year. What are you talking about, man? You got to watch my video on it. It's against a zone coverage. The halfback's going to be open every time. It's better if you set it up on the right hash, though. That'll ensure that if you set it up on the right hash, that'll ensure that you don't have to worry about them guarding the halfback. See if I can get away from that guy. Yeah. Hidden gems plays. I mean, I've given away most of my secrets this season. I don't really have any crazy hidden plays that I run that I haven't showed people. I've done plenty of live streams and head-to-head gameplay. I think that my strategy is pretty straightforward in terms of the way that I approach things. This is a man coverage. This is what I was talking about earlier. Basically, I look to the tight end on the out route or the halfback. I just watch if these linebackers or the linebacker and defensive back clear out of the middle, which they did there, so the halfback's wide open. But if they don't, then usually the tight end's wide open. So it's got some really good reads there. I think we're within the 5 here, so we can try fullback flare. For bunch flanker drive, I rarely throw to the wide receiver one on that drag route. I run it primarily as a zone read to the halfback, or on man coverage, I typically just scramble. So, you know, that's usually what I'm looking at. All right, sorry, my dog was just got a hold of some wrapping paper, so that was fun. Well, I like that whiff. Let's see here. What did I miss in the chat? Bunch pin? Yeah, I love bunch pin. Bunch pin is like my favorite play. I always run bunch. I ran it right here just because I was talking about it, but it's already countered. But even against counters like this, it still has a viable option, because it's a zone coverage and it's exactly what you want for that deep route. So yeah, that's like legitimately that's my favorite play as I throw an interception. I think he's going to take it all the way, too. Oh, no. I saved it. Is laggy. Man, Google Fiber, they won't come out to my area. They're like in south. They're like south in the city, but not in the area that I'm in. How we doing? No stream. What's the output look like? Not good. I don't know what's going on with this stupid stream now. It was working just fine a minute ago. All right, let's try this now. The dog's name is Tully. He's the puppy. My other dog's fine. She's good. But Tully is an asshole. I know. I don't know what's going on. Something with my VPN. I think the VPN was screwing with something, so I just turned it off. We'll take the risk that Time Warner doesn't start throttling me. I pay enough for my, what is it, gigabit internet through them, so we'll see. Let's run curl flats. See what we do here. We got to hit Fitzgerald. I don't think I saw the Madden Mobile Draft Champions video. I'm gonna have to check that out. How did that work? Luke, if you're still here, man, this is the zone coverage on bunch flanker. The halfback gets wide open on that play like every time. It's amazing. Oops. And dropped. He already had this countered. I don't know why I called that, but I think we're still going to get it off. Which is why I'm going to run this play during the weekend tournament. It's going to be hard to stop, even if you have it countered, I think. If I could add a play to the game, I don't know, man. There were some good plays last year that I liked a lot. I'm trying to think about which one I would want. I really liked cross up. I kind of miss cross up. That play was fun. I think a flea flicker play would be really cool. Some sort of like a trick play that works better than the other trick plays that are in the game right now. That or a wide receiver screen. Wide receiver screen would be a lot of fun. They didn't really do much. The screens were pretty deadly last year, and I feel like they didn't do much with screens this year, so it's a little lackluster. I don't think the flea flicker was last year. I don't remember that, at least. It may have been in at some point, but I don't think it was last year. Did I just get tackled before I could hand it off? All right, whatever. All right, I like that idea, Slay. That sounds pretty cool, actually. You just kind of have to go off chance of whatever's available in the auction house at that time. Tiger Hand, man. You guys love your FL reverse. Yeah, I'll call it here in a second when I can. I'll call it on like a first down so it doesn't completely fuck me over. Oops, I wasn't even paying attention right there. What happened? I didn't even see. I'll have to watch it on the stream like everyone else. Oh man, did you guys see that defensive end make that move? That was insane. He just slid right off that guy. That was crazy. That never happens. Yeah, Khalil Mack, he's definitely one of the best players in the game this year. And that's the other thing that I feel like EA really screwed up on is there's no way that the original base players for the game should be the best guys in the game. And they are. So like base Khalil Mack, he's better than the Showdown Mack. Like base Clowney is insane. All the base players have like ridiculous stats, and I feel like EA has just been backtracking since then, releasing like subpar players that don't really quite match up to the base guys that they released. I don't think anyone knows if they're still banning or not. They obviously didn't give any warning before it last time, and I've not heard of any more like mass bans since they did it, but who knows what they have planned. I think it's clear that they're not wanting to communicate what their plans were. All right, guys. I know I've said this once already, but let's try to keep it civil in the chat. No, I'm not nervous about anyone coming for my spot. I don't think there's anyone who can. I take that back. There's probably someone who can. I don't think anyone will. But we'll see. Could Arbuckle pass me? It's possible. I think anyone could theoretically pass me if they played enough. But yeah, I mean, Arbuckle could definitely do that. I mean, he wins a shit ton of games. And so, if he put in the time, I don't think he would pass me on the all-time leaderboard. I think that would take him a while because he just hasn't played enough. But in a given season, I think that he could for sure. Oh, throw it. Oh, that was not good. Did I hit scramble there? I couldn't even see. No, I didn't have scramble. I just didn't hit the button correctly. Sweaty fingers, maybe. Yeah, EA could do a lot better with Madden Cash. I just feel like they're not trying with it. I don't know what their deal is, but like I said earlier, they had the right idea at the start of the year. I felt like that they had a lot of options for Madden Cash. They've increased the ways that you can get Madden Cash. The item store was amazing, and there was just a lot of stuff going on. But I think they screwed up with the training aspect of it. It kind of made it almost obsolete to get some of the items that they had. But there are things like the auction house tax reducer that are in the game, but they haven't released yet. And I think that stuff would be a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be a good idea to use it right now with like the Chinese sites and what they're doing, because that would just become a nightmare, I think. But we got 11 minutes till the reset. Let's take a look, see what's going on. I don't know. Maybe I need to refill my whiskey before the reset goes on. I think we got time for one more match. Why don't we beat up on Maui? Maui's one of my favorite guys. Yeah, the auction house tax reducer, I know how it works because I have one. I pulled it randomly from a Gearbox event at the start of the year. It was like in the first or second week, and I pulled it. Maybe later than that. I don't know. It was early on. I pulled it from the event, and I like lost my mind, and then I realized that I couldn't equip it. So I reached out to EA Help and submitted a ticket, and they basically came back and said that it was a mistake and that the event should not have been able to give me that, and that item wasn't meant to be in the game yet, and that I would have to wait until it's released in the game before I can actually equip it. So it just sits on my bench. I'll show it to you guys here after this match, but yeah, I have it, and it goes, you can level it up to level 10, and at level 10 it reduces the auction house tax by the full 10%. So basically after it's fully leveled up, it completely eliminates the auction house tax. Later, Steven, man. Yeah, I'll show you guys the tax reducer. The only way to level up items is by doing the Gearbox events, or with like the tournament rewards, stuff like that. Prior, when they had the item, when they had that item store, you could also buy the items at that point in time, and it was a really easy way to get like your token boosters leveled up, things like that. Yeah, no tax would be amazing. It'd be insane. Here, we'll exit out of this one real quick, since I think the season's about to reset. We got 7 minutes. Let's go to my team. Let's check out my items. It's under locker items, I think. It's in here somewhere. Thought it was, at least. Did I miss it? There it is. Yeah, right here. Yeah, the Von Miller cleats, that was that was a costly purchase. That was right when they rolled out Top 100. I got a little excited, and I thought it was gonna be a good promo, so I dropped a couple hundred on bundles, and it was one of the bundle toppers that you got for buying the bundles for the Top 100. And little did I know those players just sucked ass and were impossible to level up. So I have the stamina booster now, which actually it does work for the new Top 100 events. So I guess in a way it's kind of helpful. But yeah, I dropped way too much money early on that promo, and it kind of screwed me over. Yeah, I got the tax reducer. I pulled it from the Gearbox event. It was just like it was like a random item that the Gearbox event gave me. It was crazy. I have a screenshot of it. I posted it on Mutthead because I thought that maybe somebody else had pulled it as well because I couldn't figure out how to equip it. And I realized I was the only one that had it. And then EA finally got back to me and said that it was a mistake and that it shouldn't be in the game yet. So it just sits there on my bench. I can't equip it, and it just taunts me every day. How close are we? Oh, we still got 5 minutes. Okay. We got some time. We finally got Maui. That's the other glitch that's going on. I don't know if you guys have noticed it or not in head-to-head. If you have multiple games open, that like I do, if you try to start a match against one person, a lot of the time it will actually start a match against somebody else without telling you. And then you'll be playing somebody completely different than you thought because you clicked on one person's name and it opens up another one. So it's like a really weird and annoying glitch that happens. I think everyone starts with what is it, like close to 2 million fans now? I think that's what it is. No, it's not when you click their icon, it goes to another player. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you an example of it. Yeah, it does get you free stamina. I've noticed that because it starts the person that you start the match against. It actually starts the match, but it starts also simultaneously a match against someone else, and that's the game that it takes you to. So you do get a free, it gives you like 10 free stamina every time it happens, but still annoying. Oh, you gotta catch that, man. Let's see here. It's with these drops. I'm not liking it. Countered. Two minutes. Let's try to finish this drive and then get into the new season. What is with these low percentage counters? They're just killing me, man. And now I'm lagging out. All right, let's save and exit here. Get out of the screen. We got 1 minute. I'm playing head to head. I think it alternates which stadium it is. We got a bunch of matches still. How am I struggling? I mean, you can't blame that last drive on me. Let's look at the film on that one. That was definitely not my fault. Where is it? Yeah, I hit two 12% counters in a row. There's nothing I could have done with that. Impossible. I mean, technically there's something I probably could have done, but you know what I mean. We got 43 seconds. Let's check the final standings here Hizo made a valiant effort to come after me. Risky finished 3rd. Sith Lord with 4th. Sincere 5th. I don't know who Greason is. Greason PH. He kind of came out of nowhere. Not heard of that guy before. What league is he in? The coach squad. I don't know them. I think God got banned, so he just kind of slipped. Yeah. Oh, it's CHF. Okay, I didn't know that was his league name. I don't know. I've not been in the loop these last few weeks, obviously, since I haven't been putting out content. So forgive me for not knowing. All right, sweet. We got our rewards. Season is over. What are we gonna pull? We got Andy Reid, not bad. We're almost to another elite coach too. We got another elite coach card. And we leveled up. Alright, not bad. And has the new season started yet? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Doesn't look like the season's started yet. Do I have to like reset the game or something? Exit. Let's see. Is there a way to well, let's see. How do I do this? Can I pause the stream somehow? I don't know. Or do I just have to stop streaming? It started. There we go. See, all the matches are still there. So yeah, it definitely carries over all the games. Yeah, that might be an actual strategy, because I think one of the hardest things at the start of the season is sometimes finding games after you oops, didn't mean to hit help. After you level up to like a certain, after you get close to Hall of Fame, I think that there's not as many people that are there, and then it's harder to find games. Yeah, the full 50. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that. I mean, the way to do it would really be to, I think, to load up right before you get to Hall of Fame. But I like getting to Hall of Fame when there's only like 1 or 2 people there, because I could just play them over and over again. And it's kind of funny to me. Because I'll end up with like 30 or 40 matches against the same person, while Hall of Fame is relatively small in population. I always have my fan booster in. I never take it out. You're getting triggered. You don't like the streamer? I mean, you don't have to be here. And I don't think anyone's forcing you to be here. Yeah, I mean, low percentage counters, I feel like they're just part of the game. You just got to live with them. That was, what is that? 10% counters in a row for me. That's not ideal. I did not mean to throw it to Jones. Yeah, there are. I feel like they're real streaky with the low percentage counters. You know, they just they come in waves, and there's just nothing you can do about them sometimes. But there are plays that do well against low percentage counters. Like I feel like that one was countered. Let's see, probably another low percentage. Nope, that was just a bad play. Yeah, help. When halfback toss is countered, I do not wait for the linebacker. And it's not because I don't think that it makes a difference. It's just because I don't have the patience to wait for it. So I've not tested it, and I don't really care to. My dog's got something he's not supposed to have. I don't know what it is. Tiger, come on, man. All right, give me a second. Read the comments. What comments? What am I looking at? All the packs. So I think on average, because I've got a level, I want to say level 3 fan booster in, if I score on all 3 drives, it amounts to like 200,000 points, or fans rather. And then if I win, that's another like 69,000. So I'm looking at doing 270,000-ish if I win a game, and that's not including defensive stops. So if my defense gets stops, that's even more. So it shouldn't take too long to hit Hall of Fame. Yeah, I did hear about that EA post on Reddit. That was funny. And it just like kept going down. Oh, you just gotta get that away. Man, I've been playing like crap tonight. And that continues. I don't think that it counts towards fans from defensive stops. But I've not paid a whole lot of attention to it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Yeah, EA is in a tough predicament with the coin sellers. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't want to be in there. I don't want to be in their position. That's for sure. What am I gonna do? A face reveal? I will do the face reveal when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I think we're kind of close to that. Like 800 something. Am I about to drop another drive? What's going on here? This is not acceptable. Did I already know those were countered? No. All right. What do we have available? Not much. Tight end half. Can we do tight end wide receiver corner? Yeah, we can do that. I feel like that's a good option on a 4th and 8. We got a zone coverage. A low zone is going to be a problem here because I don't know that Jones is going to have enough time to pick up all the yards, which is what we're dealing with. I just got sacked anyways. All right, we need to focus up here. If I could ask EA one question, what would it be? I don't know. I don't know that I would ask them anything. I mean, like obvious stuff, but I feel like even if I could, I can't ask EA any question. I can send them an email and ask them a question, but I don't think that they would ever give me a response to the questions that we want answered, like why did you ban everybody, or you know, they're just never been very good with transparency to begin with, so I wouldn't expect that any question I asked would get a legitimate answer. Yeah, I think it might be time to go back to the Irish whiskey. I feel like that this whiskey is not really giving me the mojo I deserve. The NFL's licensing? I don't know. I don't really keep track of gaming companies, so I don't know who would be good. This is legitimately the only game I play anymore. I used to play console games and PC games and all that stuff, so I don't know who puts out good stuff anymore. I'm sure there are good companies out there that would produce some quality content. I was thinking about it the other day. I was unboxing some old stuff, and I found my old like Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, and I was thinking about that one NFL game, NFL Blitz. You guys remember that? Where just like people were getting blown up left and right every time, every play. It was just crazy. I was almost intercepted. Yeah, there was like no pass interference. You could like hop the line of scrimmage and just murder the quarterback. That game was just all sorts of fun. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to throw it to him. That was a misclick. All right. I think we just got shut out. Yeah. Did I get demoted? No. And then I got promoted. I got demoted and then promoted. I'm debating whether or not I should get more whiskey or if I'll just keep getting worse. I feel like I'm going to keep getting worse no matter what, you know? So I feel like I should just go get the whiskey and be done with it. Hey, you're not the only one that's doing bad. Everyone's doing bad right now. And I just called this play like twice in a row. I don't know why I did that. It wasn't twice in a row, but it was pretty close. What are we gonna call? What happened? I've been drinking whiskey the whole night. I always want whiskey. But I got shut out, so that doesn't happen often. And I feel like something's missing. Now the game's starting to lag. This has happened to me before, and I can't figure out why it starts to do this. It's usually, I mean, we've been streaming for like 2 hours, so I don't know if my phone, it's like whoa, that was almost intercepted. I don't have something to do with like the phone memory or what goes on with this, but maybe, I know I've said I need a new phone before. But I think last stream it didn't last 2 hours, so I don't know what the deal is. All right, so after this match, I'm gonna take like a 10-minute break and go take care of my dogs. Uh-oh, that wasn't good. I'm gonna go take care of my dogs, get myself some more whiskey, and maybe like restart my phone, and then I'm gonna come back to the stream. So I'll take a break for like 10, and then I'll come back after this match. What is this junk? I just called this play. See, yeah, I'm definitely not in a good mindset. I gotta get my mind right. Oh, I said I was going to call FL reverse, didn't I? Or end round. Whichever one it is. I think this is countered. No, it's not countered. I got it off. Nope, didn't get it off. Not good. Alright, I feel like end round's probably a good option here. Yo, what's up, Ty? The stream, it's going pretty well. Yeah, I don't think it's terrible by any means. I'm gonna take like a 10-minute breather since I've been streaming for like 2 hours, so I can take a piss and let my dog out and come back and get ready to grind. Another low percentage counter. That's fun. Gosh. Yeah, my dog's ready to go out. She's not fucking around anymore. All right, guys. We're going to do a 10-minute break, and then I'll come back. So I'm going to stop the stream, get some shit done, and I will be back here in like 10 minutes.